back. It's time to take questions from our viewers on the property show and make sure that they get the best deals in homes and property. We'll take you through the Thane in Mumbai, Chennai markets today and of course also the Gurgaon market. Let's start with the Thane market. We've got our first caller Sanjay Agarwal on the phone line. Sanjay, hi, welcome. Go ahead.
Hi to everyone and thank you for accepting my call. I am a regular viewer of your show, of your channel. Very informative, very fresh. Thank you very much. I was expecting that because my query ticket size is small, maybe I'll not get a response from NDTV, but I appreciate your connect.
All right.
Now, my query, ma'am, is that I want to invest on behalf of my daughter, who is a software engineer in Bangalore.
Okay.
So about 20 lakh rupees she'll be taking loan and 10 lakh I'll invest, and about 30 lakh we would want to invest in a 1 BHK in, and the area which I have zeroed in is in Gurgaon East.
Okay.
I have had a look at this Kothari builders and I liked the price because the price points were low and it's not very expensive and well structured.
All right. Okay, fair enough. So you've shortlisted the Apeksha Imperial projects. Am I correct?
That's absolutely right.
And the rate being offered is 3850 rupees per square foot. So let me just run you through this micro market, Gurgaon East, which is within Thane. And of course, we've collated all the prop equity data and we're going to be telling you what's going on. A lot of development in this area. So I think you've shortlisted on a good micro market. You have large township projects. You've Mittal Enclave, Globe Arena, Navkar City, Rashmi Star, etc. Very easy accessibility to Sativali industrial area. That's a big plus point. And there is, of course, an upcoming bridge proposed which will connect it to Bhayandar. There are some big infrastructure developments as well, which, of course, we like in this area as well. So, overall, it's a good one. Major attractions like Arnala Beach, Yazoo Park, Global City also adds some charm to this market. So for your daughter, I think the project that you've shortlisted, I must say, Sanjay, you've done a really good job. Apeksha Imperial gets a go-ahead based on the prop equity data and research. The project is, of course, one-room kitchen sets and there are also 1 BHKs. It's a low-rise structure, G+4, spread over 7 wings. We like what we see in the project. Data-wise, it's telling us that the price point is also a good one, 3850. This is what you wanted to know. Possession can be expected towards the second half of 2015. That's what we are estimating, looking at what's going on ground. Now, the current state of the project, it's around the 4th slab of work. So that's how we are estimating. Build up, good track record. Companies delivered 4 projects on Mira Road. So that also gets some added bonus points. It's just about 1.8 kilometers from Gurgaon railway station. And when you're in far off suburban areas, I think proximity to a railway station is a big bonus point. So we say that your daughter can go ahead and housing finance has already been tied up for the project, ICICI and HDFC. Good idea, capital gains and forced savings for youngsters. They own a property, they put aside something for EMI, they get their 1.5 lakh tax benefit. All of that ends up being a really plus point. But we do just want you to check out a couple of more projects in Virar, because that's also a great area. So we will recommend some more projects also for our larger audience. What's happening in the Virar market? Virar West we're talking about. It's the extended western suburbs, has its boundaries with Arabian Sea, Vasai, etc. So lot of connectivity to the rest of Mumbai, especially the central business districts, and that's what we like about the Virar West market. Malad, Andheri and BKC, lots of real estate action, branded reputed developers like Rustomji, HDIL, etc. If you look at the price appreciation trends now between Gurgaon East and Virar market has given better returns than Gurgaon. Of course, Gurgaon is a more affordable market. Both markets, though, sales are slow. So, Sanjay, do go ahead and negotiate hard. You've got a good price on the project, but if you do like something else as well, we will definitely recommend that you look at those. So, inventory overhang is 24-26 months low. Take a quick look at some of the projects that we've already shortlisted for you in that market. There's Ritu Gardenia by Ritu Infrastructure. There's Acropolis by Arcade Developers and Arcade Developers, pardon me. And there's Poonam Heights by Poonam Developers. So 3 projects. All the details have been flashed for you. Go ahead and take a pick. And of course, if you like still Apeksha Imperial, that's the project to go for. It's a good one. Okay, let's take our next caller. We have another Sanjay, this time with a question for Gurgaon market. Sanjay, hi, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm planning to invest about 100 lakhs, 1 crore rupees in Gurgaon for the investment purposes, and my time horizon is about 4 to 5 years. I have shortlisted one property by Unitech, that is South Park. I just wanted to know whether it is okay, or will you recommend any other property?
Okay, Sanjay, when anybody writes to us asking us for our go-ahead on our Unitech project, we really don't know what to say. Here's the reality, plain and simple. Unitech is struggling to deliver. It's been reported that the company still has to deliver 9 million square feet of development, which it started, remember, before the slowdown of 2009. That pending delivery number has now notched up to 12 million square feet. So why would you look at a Unitech project knowing all the risks? Everything on South Park on paper looks lovely. It's a part of a 28-acre township. They say it's a secure township with 80% open areas located on the main 90-meter wide southern periphery road, just 3.5 kilometers from NH8. But, and this is a big but, this project is no different. It's also got delayed quite a bit. It was launched way back in 2011, and guess what we find? It's still at early stages of construction. They've completed the piling work and column reinforcement, but nothing else has happened so far. So forget the Unitech market. There are enough options for you to choose from. So why get stuck with a lame duck? Here's what you should do. Look at the Gurgaon side of Dwarka Expressway and make sure you get a good price. The weighted average price of this sector that Prop Equity Data has collated is around 5,500 rupees per square foot. We have 3 recommendations for you in that budget. If you look at the inventory overhang, it's comfortable. Sales are happening. They've slowed down, but not anything to worry about. It has run up 48% over the last 3 years, or about 15% annualized returns. But look at the curve. It's kind of flattened in the last 6 months. There's been no increase. There are a lot of investors who need to exit, so you should get a good deal. 3 projects which our data is throwing up as good buys. There's Blith by Asotech. Location is Sector 99. Price 5,300 rupees per square foot. Completion date 2016. So take a look at this one. There's Heritage Max by Conscient Infrastructure. This is something that we have recommended before as well. Location 102 sector, price 5,500 rupees per square foot. This is going to take slightly longer, 2017 to be completed. And there's Paris Dues by Paris Buildtech, price 6,000 to 6,200 rupees per square foot. Completion all in 2016. So these 3 projects, typical to your Gurgaon market, are not available from developers. Every time we talk about Mumbai, everything available from the developer. Every time we come to the NCR market, especially Gurgaon, guess where you have to go? You have to look for a good deal in the resale market. All the best. I think you'll get something good to buy. And for those of you with a more modest budget, a micro market worth looking at in real estate right outside of Gurgaon is Bhiwadi. Bhiwadi has a lot going for it, starting with, of course, really good connectivity, homes at an affordable price, and an industrial hub, which means lots of jobs. Tune in this Saturday at 9 a.m. and Sunday at 11 a.m. for our Bhiwadi special on Property It's Hot. Okay, we've got Chennai still to cover, and we've got Saurabh on the phone line. Saurabh, hi, go ahead.
Yeah, hi. I'm looking for a 2-3 BHK apartment in Sirusarai and Solinganallur area. And my budget is around 60 to 65 lakhs. And I'm looking for a property that will be movable by next year.
All right, so Sirusarai and Solinganallur, is that what you've shortlisted?
Yeah.
Okay, 23 kilometers away from each other. How come?
Yeah, it's nearby OMR Road.
Okay. Fair enough. Let me just tell you. So these are, of course, 2 hot micro markets, one on OMR, one close enough to OMR. Both micro markets, good move for end users, especially those working with IT firms. 60-65 lakh budget. Now, sort of, this is a concern. It's not good enough for a 3 BHK. Prices haven't gone up too much in these areas, but that budget will get you 2 BHK or a 2.5 BHK. So that's something you have to be prepared for. We have 1 shortlisted project from Sirusarai and 2 from Solinganallur. All 3 projects are well connected to the city and also to the Sipcot IT Park. So if you look at the price range, Sirusarai is clearly more affordable, 3,800 rupees per square foot. Solinganallur is more expensive. And if you look at the price appreciation trends, you've actually seen a dip in Solinganallur over the last 1/2, or that's 6 months or so. Both markets, after seeing a decent appreciation last 6 months to a year, have been fairly flat and even on a little bit of a downward trend. Now, the good part is that you get projects at a good price. So the first one on our list is Shine Radiance. Shine by Radiance Realty Developers. Price is on the screen. 336 units available altogether, will be completed by 2015. So go ahead, take a look at this one if you like this project. The second project is Pinnacle by Elegant. This is in Sholinganallur. More expensive because this market is more expensive than Sirusari. So be prepared to pay 4,375 rupees per square foot, and you will get only a 2 BHK in this budget. You will not be able to afford even a 2.5 BHK. So Pushkar 2 is the last project that we have on our list. Ramaniyam Builders, and this is in Sholinganallur. This is actually even more expensive at 5,550 rupees, but the amenities and specifications are better. Sometimes it's not about the size, it's simply about what you're getting. So 3 projects on our list from the 2 micro markets. Take a pick and hope you get a good deal in real estate that you've been looking for. Staying with Chennai, here's a review of another micro market of Chennai, Sri Perumbudur. This was once considered as Chennai's strongest micro markets for affordable and mid-range real estate. But it's now beginning to face the uncomfortable truth. Where are the jobs which were expected to come in this region? Here's Jude Sanit telling you why Sri Perumbudur is beginning to lose its sheen.
At the Hyundai factory on NH4, it's business as usual. When this 18-year-old facility began operations in the late 1990s, it was a sign of things to come for what was then a sleepy little town. Ever since, global technology majors began making a steady entry into Sri Perumbudur. A rub-off effect on the market's real estate soon began taking form and shape. But fast forward to the present day, and Sri Perumbudur is regarded as an ideal case study of a good market gone bad.
When developers started building Sri Perumbudur, they thought the market was like a suburban location, like a OMR, for example, which attracted white-collar jobs. But as you know, Sri Perumbudur has all the blue-collar jobs. It's basically catering to manufacturing, so it's not a very high disposable income market. So the products that were created in the beginning were all probably the upper end of the segment. Unfortunately, the demand was for the lower end of the segment.
Around 8 years ago, between 2006 and 2008, Sri Perumbudur was looked at as the ideal residential market. Newer enterprises meant more jobs, and more jobs equaled better real estate. But a couple of years ago, when the job market turned sour, the property markets here began doing a bit of a U-turn. The much hyped Motorola plant, for instance, stopped operations in late 2012, while a legal battle continues to rage around 7,500 employees at the Nokia factory. But some realty players believe that Sri Perumbudur's job market was overrated to begin with. And this, they say, has come in the way of delivering the right product for the right audience.
There are some property consultants who brought properties to me even in Sri Perumbudur, in and around Sri Perumbudur, and they gave me statistics of the number of jobs which are getting created. And they said, there is so much demand, why not you go? And every builder is going. So, but I had one question to ask. I only asked them, okay, so many jobs are there in such and such factories, but what is their salaries? Can they afford the kind of homes which I am planning to build? So that part, there was no answer. And I figured out the salaries, the majority of the people were getting something like 10,000 rupees. So which means their affordable limit is very low.
This mismatch aside, others feel inordinate execution delays of crucial infrastructure projects have hampered progress in this micro-market, like the long-awaited Greenfield Airport. However, that hasn't stopped some real estate players like TVH, Prince Foundations, ETA Star and Godrej from launching large-sized projects in this market.
Originally, when the Greenfield Airport project was planned and everybody was hopeful the next 5, 7, 8 years this would come up. So there was a spurt in the market. People started going and acquiring land, acquiring properties, looking at the overall investment cycle of that market.
But neither the slowdown nor the slow pace of infrastructure has stopped big realty players from breaking new ground here. And this sustained sentiment could well be this market's only hope. In Chennai with camera person Sukumar, Jude Sanat, NDTV.
Alright, so that's the Chennai market. We will of course come back in just a moment to discuss the real estate sector's long journey over the last decade and of course the longer way to go, especially when it comes to defining standards in construction. That's when we come back.